What's good, YouTube, man? What's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to my channel, man. Today we're reacting to somebody I've been watching for a little while, man. A little while. Good video. My boy Sunny V2. Sunny V2 has been doing his thing. And he dropped this video a little while ago, but it's called Why the Island Boys' Career is Dying. If you don't know who the Island Boys are, it's those people from Florida who are in the pool freestyling, saying they're an island boy. Anyways, we finna get into the video. We go see what it's about, man. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video, bro. Let's get into the video, man.
Normally I wouldn't reply to a comment like this. I don't understand why you're being so hateful towards me.
The Island Boys have been receiving fewer and fewer likes on TikTok every single month since they blew up. 10 million, then 9 million, going to 7 million, before a pretty sharp drop to less than 3 million last month. The Google Trend Graph tells a similar story. People have slowly been losing interest in these two rappers who have made respectable physical sacrifices for their career in entertainment.
Facts, because in a way, I feel like what they did is semi-equivalent to, like, quote-unquote selling your soul. Because, like, why did you feel the need to do that? You could have blown up with you being normal, without you getting all these face tattoos, without you getting all them weird crochet wigs in your head. Like, I feel like you could have did so much more instead of doing that. But, like, I just feel like you did it for the clout. And people, obviously, when someone sees you on the street, you're going to be someone they look at. Not because they want to, oh, what's this? He does music, I'm going to look at them. No, they're going to look at you because they think you look stupid. That's what they're gonna do, bro.
However, while we're not here to hate on the Island Boys, we will make the argument that they were destined to fail from the very beginning. And the first reason is because they never had a decent skill set or product.
Yes. Ever since they dropped the whole Island Boy freestyle, you realize they haven't came out with, like, any real music after that. You'd think they drop a single, feature, something, but they keep repeating the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Blew up 6 months ago in October 2021 for their infamous I'm an Island Boy rap. It wasn't because people were impressed by their ability to sing. In fact, it was the complete opposite. The video went
like, look at the lyrics, there's nothing in there. Like, maybe I don't like it because, like, I'm a fan of a lyricist. Like, I like people who could be relatable and put something in writing in a song and just make it relatable and it's real stuff, bro. But look at this. I'm an island boy. I'm on that Key West grind. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be staring at the sun. Like, I could write that. I could give a fifth grade. I could teach a fifth grader about poetry, and they'll come up with something like this. You know what I'm saying?
Because of how terrible the song was. The Island Boys were instantly judged as two talentless bozos who had covered themselves in tattoos, and as a result, people began to follow them for their stupid.
Like me, growing up, I always want a tattoo. I don't have any now, like, but like, this just makes me, I hate people who do that to themselves, bro. Like, nah.
Stupidity as opposed to their talent.
And I think they're entertaining, and I follow them because they're entertaining. I love to see the stupid shit that they say.
I mean, I see that from Jake Paul because Jake Paul's an idiot himself, but him being an idiot is what made him successful.
Brutally in some of the funniest TikTok parodies ever posted to the platform, whilst being used as a representation for how easy it was to get famous on the internet in 2021.
Let's be real. How long before the Dust Bunny twins over here get a record deal, sponsors, and tours? Oh, you don't think so? Remember this bozo?
Now, the difference between the Island Boys and someone like 6ix9ine is that while 6ix9ine also got famous in part by his over-the-top ridiculous appearance, he actually has a decent...
Okay, before he continues, I feel like yes, but like, as much as 6ix9ine trolls and he does everything, he still drops. Like, I just feel like 6ix9ine gives me Jake Paul vibes. Will bother the living crap out of you, but like, I don't know. Like, if NBA fans know, he's like the Patrick Beverly of the rap game. Just bothers everybody. He knows how to get under people's skin and get the reaction from people. Like, I feel like Lil Nas X is really good at doing that too. Like, I feel like that's how I feel, bro.
Portfolio of music to fall back on. People hate on 6ix9ine, but only in the beginning. He then becomes well known, people check out his music, and then some become fans after realizing that his songs are actually pretty decent. Therefore, it's a solid growth strategy. On the contrary, for the Island Boys, people hate on them, then check out their music, only to realize that similar to their TikTok content, it's not worth listening to.
People don't find these guys entertaining. They're not entertained by them. Other than, oh, hey, these guys look like this. Oh, that Island Boys video was funny. What's happened since? Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing has happened since. They're taking the I'm an island boy and they're running it through the mud. Like, they're milking a cow dry. Like, the cow is dead, bro. Just make something else. Make something new. Like, it's no originality. Like, yes, I guess you could sit there and you could say that was original, but other than that, there's nothing there. Like, you're using the same thing, and that's supposed to get you to the top. Like, in a way, you gotta be consistent. You gotta keep growing. You gotta keep dropping stuff, man. I'm not saying drop a song every single day, but consistently drop. Like, you had people really sitting here waiting to see what they're gonna get from you, and you're giving them the same thing.
Keep rinsing and repeating, and they're milking it dry. Did you really think you were gonna go into this club, do this a cappella Island Boys, and people were gonna mess with it?
Without some decent art form to fall back on, they're unable to convert their haters into fans over time. Therefore, they either become even more hated or completely irrelevant. The Island Boys discussed this on the Impulsive podcast with Logan Paul, stating that the haters were actually fans because they were following everything that the Island Boys were doing.
They're really fans because really, think about a hater. A hater's watching you sometimes more than a person that loves you. Yeah, and if they're hating on me, it's just because they really love me. Because I see the haters check up on me more than the love. So,
Which seemed to be a very...
It's like he's quoting IG quotes, like, or I'm not even gonna give IG credit like that. It's like he's just quoting something he's seen off of Twitter. Like, that's what it's giving.
Of the "it's better to be known than to be liked" argument. However, there are so many examples of where this doesn't really apply. There are countless YouTubers who have been outed as predators, for example EDP445 and Minilad, who are both very well known, yet receive almost no views as a result of people disliking them so much that the audience goes out of their way not to watch the content. Therefore, the argument is probably better expressed as, you need to have an entertainment form that people remember as being impressive, whilst maintaining somewhat of a likable reputation.
Exactly.
Which the Island Boys don't really have.
No, they do the same thing over and over.
Artists that put a lot of effort into their music, they think about them in the context of two clowns who are famous for being famous.
Do you think that that's part of what people kind of hold against you as a grudge, is that like your image is crazy and you're sort of famous, but maybe the music isn't necessarily the reason why you guys are so known?
right.
One of the Island Boys would go on to state that the other reason they had so many haters was because of jealousy.
Just hating on me or whatever. And
I'll never be jealous of someone who looks like that. I'll never, ever in my lifetime be jealous of somebody who looks like that. Never. Not even just the looks, but you're just like arrogant. Like, and even if anybody wants some sort of success in content creation, like, you gotta focus and look at the longevity of it. Not just, oh, I'm popping for the moment. Like, maybe some YouTubers want that, but me, I want to be on this platform for years, bro. Years, man.
And it's just a form of jealousy, either that, because I'm not really doing nothing.
Which is just another...
You right, you not.
Narcissistic celebrities who lack self-awareness. Why are you so confident that people want to be in your position? Do you ever consider that maybe there's another reason as to why people hate you besides jealousy? The "everyone is jealous of me" argument displays a lack of critical thinking, personal honesty, and self-awareness, which was highlighted once again when Logan Paul would ask them about why they thought they blew up in the first place.
Why do you think you guys went viral in the first place with the Island Boy rap?
And the thing that annoys me too is they just say hard work, this and that. Boy, you popped up on a For You page. It does not take that much work to pop up on somebody's For You page. It does not take that much work. It doesn't. Literally, on one of my other TikTok accounts, I stared in the camera. Can't even see my face. Put a little text over it. It got 9,000 views, bro. Like, anything could come up on a For You page, man.
I worked my ass off. It's not even just the Island Boys. It's the fact that we went through so many obstacles, and which is bound to happen.
Now, it'd be a cheap shot to say that there was no hard work. I'm sure the Island Boys had to have put some degree of effort into their career before posting that mega viral video. However, as mentioned previously, they didn't blow up because they had been in the studio relentlessly for 10 years straight. They blew up because they were being laughed at.
You have that it factor.
Yes, I'm a star. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that are talented in the singing.
And this is one of the strangest parts about their whole career. They've deluded themselves into thinking that they had musical talent as a result of becoming famous.
So basically, when I was locked up, I was probably one of the only people in a dorm that knew how to rap, that knew how to freestyle, but didn't care. I think me as a rapper, my music is underestimated though. Yeah, for sure. I'm a good artist. I can sing, rap.
You're just saying you're an island boy. Like, what is that? What is it? What is there? What is there, bro?
Whatever. Versatile. I can make rock music, whatever.
Even going so far as to say this when asked about their future.
What is next for you guys?
We're rappers. We care about the music way more important than a lot of things. We're trying to take over as an artist, singing, rapping, because I can sing, I can rap.
And this when Logan Paul would ask them a similar question.
What's your 5-year plan?
To be always top Billboard in music.
Good God.
Maybe acting if they let me with tattoos acting or something like that.
However, their confused response of always being top of the Billboard in music was certainly lacking in confidence, probably because at the end of
Exactly, he
the day,
doesn't even
they
know what
knew
he
that
wants to
their current
do.
image and skill
You could
set
tell he
music
got
didn't
no
produce
type
them
of
at the
plan.
top of the Billboard.
Their look doesn't help them at all in terms of music because people just see them as this ridiculous character, and it's just unfortunate for them for the future. Right now, they're probably enjoying it.
For example, when they post the official version of their I'm an Island Boy song to YouTube, it's basically impossible to find a single positive comment, despite the video's 13 million.
I just feel like they're living this fake reality. Like I just feel like they live like they're so happy when like it just looks miserable. Like they look miserable, bro.
Plus views. Thank you, Island Boys. You saved my brother. He was paralyzed in a fatal car accident. Luckily, when I played this song, he rose and clicked the sound to mute. You guys definitely have a hidden talent that should stay hidden. Have this as my alarm clock every morning. Been waking up 30 minutes earlier just to turn it off. Thank you, Island Boys. In addition to this negativity toward their music online, they'd also receive a similar response during their public appearances. For example, they both attend the Jake Paul vs Tyrone Woodley fight, where the entire crowd would try and get them kicked out, stating that they had apparently thrown a shoe at someone, which they never did.
So the Island Boys just showed up. The whole place is booing them. The Island Boys are getting kicked out because they just threw a shoe at someone.
Additionally, in November 2021, they'd be booked to sing at Club Live in Miami, where they'd be booed by the crowd after yet another underwhelming performance.
But you see, that's not something someone's gonna go out to the club and be like, you know what? Let's go out club and let's go listen to the Island Boys. Like, who's doing that?
Point the audience. They were completely
Okay.
unwilling to take advice from more knowledgeable role models in their field. Going back to the Impulsive podcast, the Island Boys seem pretty proud.
I'd watch this and like in a way like they take everything as some sort of as a way someone's trying to come at them or someone's trying to talk down on them or tell them, hey, this is how you become financially stable. Like, mans was just putting you on, bro, and that's how you react to it. Like,
that they had paved their own path after Mike would ask them about which rappers they had been inspired by.
What was your like inspiration? Like obviously you guys listen to rap music coming up.
I try not to listen to nobody because I feel like
there's no way. You know how much goated rap albums that's out there that can help you? Not even help you. It's just a good listen, bro.
Listen to them again.
No, because you're gonna try to steal their flow. They already made it. I'm not trying to like, you know what I'm saying? You make it more being yourself. I'm not trying
Are
to
you sure?
brain about being yourself.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree with you guys to an extent of not like being swayed by other people, but also at the same time like the current winners in the culture act as like guardrails and guidelines for what you do with your craft.
Mike is 100% correct here. If they were to copy another artist completely, people will call them out as copycats. However, if they decide to completely ignore the valuable lessons and current trends set by the industry's leading artists and walk their own path without any inspiration from anyone else, they're just going to end up sounding like, well, the Island Boys.
Is that how you end up in a place where you sound like you guys do, which is so drastically different? Like I wouldn't even call it hip hop. Like it's not rap, right? Like what is it?
They don't even really seem to understand what their own genre of music is.
Exactly. I can't tell you what it is either.
When you keep on rapping in the same
Cadence.
in the same form, you got no flow. Like it's the same flow.
Monotone.
Kind of monotone. Like you're very.
And going back to their inability to take advice from others, they'd eventually walk out of the Impulsive podcast after George would provide them with what seemed to be some tongue-in-cheek yet useful financial advice.
I think if God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real, I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest into something. So you guys will never ever be broke again.
After storming out of the interview,
Logan Paul just made an NFT. Go crazy, my boy. Like, in a way, there's nothing wrong with that. He didn't sit there, rip the grills out your mouth and say, oh, go sell it. He's helping you, bro.
an article will be released by HITC reading George Janko vs Island Boys net worth compared after podcast feud, which put the Island Boys net worth at $100,000 compared to George Janko's net worth of $600,000.
And even if you're trying to become successful and financially stable and have longevity as far as financially, I'm listening to George, bro. Like, you, in a way, you the company you keep. So if this man, say my net worth like $10,000 or something, and I know somebody who's just like 200, bro, whatever they gotta say, I'ma listen. Don't mean I'ma do it, but you listen.
things. With the Island Boys being so offended by George's basic financial advice and the semi-accurate idea that offensive things are just self-deficiencies that you're yet to address, their emotional response to what George had to say is also a pretty good indication that the Island Boys are probably pretty unwise and insecure when it comes to their financial situation.
Facts.
You know they're also insecure about their future if they flip out on a simple question like that. George didn't say anything offensive. The world is laughing at these boys, not with them. I refuse to believe there's people this insecure when it comes to money in this world, lol. This was also the opinion held by a financial YouTuber named Graham Stevens.
If y'all don't know this man's a millionaire. A millionaire. He be giving out game on his YouTube. I be watching this man.
This sort of confidence and arrogance, I do think would end up getting in the way. Financial advice is like not something to get offended about. I mean, there's nothing in there that should have been offensive.
Graham also reiterated what was said earlier about the unlikely nature of their career lasting for the long term.
A career like this could last you anywhere from a few months to a few years. We've seen so many people come up like this with it.
We have seen so many rappers, artists, anybody, YouTubers come up and then just go down, bro. Like they're not focused on the longevity or a way to keep themselves good, and then they just find themselves fighting for viewers, bro. That's what they find themselves doing.
Blow up big, and then all of a sudden, they do nothing. They can't carry that momentum. And for this right now, they're good for going viral. But I'm not sure if that could be sustained or if that could be translated into a successful career long term.
Before going on to once again discuss how George was probably making just as much money as the Island Boys.
I don't see anything here that would say George is making less money than the Island Boys. If anything, he could be making the same, if not more.
However, when this point will be put against the Island Boys on TikTok, they seem to share a differing opinion.
I'm gonna say it respectfully in the most humble way as possible. I doubt he's making any new money like how Island Boys are. We are successful and happy in life.
Which would be followed by another TikTok, once again displaying their inability to take the advice of others and their desire to walk their path of success alone.
But if someone's talking about my financials, I don't want to hear it. You're not the one that's making me millions of dollars. I make millions of dollars myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just me doing it myself alone, you dig?
Overall, the reason behind why the Island Boys are already on their way out was summarized simply and obviously in a comment made by a YouTuber called Hello Yassine.
It's short-term hustling, and we've seen this exact same quote-unquote business model, I guess you could call it, being done, but this doesn't last.
Anyways, man, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, if you like the reaction to the Island Boys falling off, you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, all of it, man. All of it, man. With that said, I'm gone, man. I'm gone.